I'm Commander Mimi, and this is why pursuing your dream life is harder than staying stuck. We're gonna talk about the science of it because truly, it's really damn hard. And I know for certain that this is the life that I want to be pursuing. Here, I'm training with pro MMA fighter Ashley Thiner. She's amazing. She's talented, she's super skilled, she's a hard worker, and she's an amazing friend and teammate. She's there for everybody. She keeps the energy up, and dude, you only find these type of people by really walking your path, and they vibe with you, and that's kind of what I needed to make my road a little easier. And yet she's funny. Stories are gonna take like an hour or something. These are our therapy sessions. I like talk, and he gives me advice. Good barber. It's just easier because you're with people, but in reality it's still pretty hard to, you still have to do the thing. Here I'm taking my girl to jiu-jitsu. That's part of the dream, and it's hard.
I get so cold after the cold plunge that usually I'm like wearing a onesie and this shit and having my coffee, and yeah, it takes me a while to get warm. And it takes me a lot of hugs too.
So that's the only thing that's been easier right now, because right now I'm with a group of people. Here are my friends and Justin Flores, that they're guiding me, right? But at the beginning, when you just kind of have an idea of what you want to do and you're trying to find your place, trying to find your gym, trying to find what do I do next, and how long should I know that I stay here, that is the hard part. It's a very, very difficult milestone, I'll call it. But once you find your place, then it's a little easier. Just that part. The second thing is that following your dreams means that you're going to have to leave some things behind. I left a toxic marriage to now be with my husband. You have to leave. I left a toxic gym to find a better gym, and that loss hurts.
Don't touch.
I tried Botox for the first time just because he says I don't need it, but he doesn't know is that, you need some things to not get the wrinkle. Even though I don't have the wrinkle yet, you need to not get it. I went to Mexico to try Botox for the first time, and it was great, actually. And it was a pain in the butt to come back, but luckily we have Sentry, so it's not that bad. Anyways, when you lose something, your brain registers it as more important than gaining something. Oh, I'm interrupting to show you my amazing Thanksgiving dinner. I just didn't want to cook, man. We were so tired. We were like, let's just go eat somewhere. Where do we go? And I honestly didn't want like the classic everything, and I just wanted to eat healthy because I'm cutting, or not cutting, but just like really trying to stay good in my calories, because I got 2 fights coming up, and I got a World's Jiu-Jitsu, or that's what I'm wanting to do. So I just gotta stay in weight under 125 pounds. So yeah, I wanted to eat decent, but healthy stuff. So we went for meat and just rice. And here we're at Legoland. We just wanted to like make a special Thanksgiving something. So we're like, well, let's just go have fun, because it's not gonna work out with the family. So let's just us have fun. And here I'm building a little car. I got into it. But anyways, losses for the brain are way more important than whatever you think you might gain. And it just values, that's the value system of the brain, the animal inside of us. And right now, of course, I look back and I'm like, yeah, hell no. Like, this is way better, way more valuable. Yes, there are some things that I miss, but of course not. So watch out for that.
Shit, I'm supposed to cut weight. Yeah. I'm supposed to cut weight, and so we went to the Korean barbecue, and I was super yummy. And, it was fine because it's just meat and veggies. That's all I ate, so that's fine. But I definitely ate a little bit more than maybe I should have. But I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll have a very small dinner. But now we're here in Legoland, and everything smells like bread and sweet and yummy. Ugh. Next thing, remember that maintaining the status quo requires a lot less effort. The brain has a tendency to, everything that we're doing, everything that we're learning, we just make it into automatic, or we're just trying to make shortcuts in our brain, right? And everything that you keep on doing, maintaining, you know how to handle it, so it's just easier. Change is a lot harder. Even if it's change for the better, it's just a lot harder. It's constant effort. You have to remember there's no shortcuts, you just have to make them. So even making decisions takes effort. So I know that I don't have everything that I want for my life dream, but I know that I'm leaving the path. Like this is it. And when I wasn't, it was just that decision making and just knowing that transitioning would be so much effort. There's been a few points in my life that I know that they were pivoting points for my dream life, and they were so scary. Like, let's just go all the way back to when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, and I wanted to come to the US to study. Oh my god, new language, researching places, and where was I gonna go? There was so much uncertainty and so much work that came into that change of life, and so much just feeling lost and uncertain, that I did it, and that definitely built to my dream life. I did not fit where I was. That, leaving a toxic marriage, and just like even recently leaving the gym that was keeping me stuck. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to have a gym that would be fit for my needs, and everything that I would have to drive, and all the effort, and it was a lot. It's a lot of work. It's just so much more simple to just be like, okay, it's so much work. Maybe I can just put up with their attitude, put up with their behaviors, because it's just so much easier to stay here and just to complain every day about how they're treating me. And just put up with it, because I know that I'm getting a bunch out of it. I know this training is good. I know whatever, in my house, like my mom was feeding me, like there's a lot of pros about being wherever you are. And there's a lot of work when it comes to leaving. So we tend to make those excuses because it is a lot of work. But you're not going to get the life of your dreams. You're not going to be feeling like you're living a dream if you stay there. And the truth is that the next point is called intermittent rewards, which is how trauma bonds are made, and they become addictive. So whenever someone is mean to you, they're abusive, and they give you a little hint of what you want, just enough to keep you there, that becomes very addictive, a trauma bond. So we were gonna go to Vegas for Thanksgiving, and just things ended up not working out. But this is a pretty fun Thanksgiving, huh? Yeah? Like, oh, hey, all your desserts? What the hell? Don't look at my plate. I was just having one bite and giving the rest to Joey. I'm looking into getting registered for IBJJF. There is a competition going on December 11th. So I got a PKB coming up December 6th. So that's why I am trying to cut weight. I'm like, keeping my calories low, and then next week I'm gonna start the low fiber diet, and then we're gonna start cutting carbs and butter loading and all that fun stuff. So right now I'm just keeping my calories like stable and like not so much, right? Like a slight cut, 250, around a 250 calorie cut, maybe just 100, So around that, just because it was Thanksgiving dinner, so that one was a little, not really much of a cut. But anyways, that day. So after that, I want to do the December thing, and I also want to weigh 125. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, because it's only blue belt level, and I've seen the videos. Like, their blue belt level is like amazing. I have only not even 2 years experience doing jiu-jitsu. I'm pretty good. I know I'm pretty good because I go to open mats, I go to Legion, and I kill most of the girls. Like, I kill most of the girls. If there's like one girl once in a while, they don't kill me. They just like smash me. and I have rolled with Paige Clayman. I think is her last name. I think that's how you say her last name. She is a black belt. She's awesome. She's a beast. She's a competitor, and of course she got me. But you know, I was able to get something on her. So like I was competitive. So I know that I'm not that bad. And Marilyn Cruz, she is also a competitor. She's also a black belt, and yeah, she's a beast. She gets me. But you know, like I don't suck. I fight. So anyways, I'm definitely a regular blue belt level, but I know that I'm not a blue level like for competition. Like I haven't even been 2 years in this sport, you know. I lowered the volume, it was a little too high. So anyways, like I'm not even 2 years in this sport. I need but regular people, yeah, I'm a blue belt. Competition level, maybe I need another year. I need another year, and I'll be blue level. You know, I'll be able to compete like good. Right now, there's one girl that I know. There's like 20 girls at the blue belt adult, which is the one that I would like to compete. I am 34, so I'm actually a master's one. So 30 to 40 years old. And that only has 10 girls. So maybe as a starter, Bobby went there. It's like one of my main coaches. And he's a jiu-jitsu guy, MMA fighter. And he's like, yeah, you know, the level is going to be really tough. And I'm like, I know, because even in the masters levels, which is like, you know, if they're older, so you would think that it's a little easier, right? I know one girl there, I've rolled with her. She trains with Barrett Yoshida. She's fucking good, man. And I love her. So I saw that her name was there. I hit her up. I'm like, dude, we gotta practice. I want to go, and like we're gonna go roll together. Let's go to Legion Sunday open mat. And she's like, yeah, okay, let's train. So, yeah, I'll meet her up this Sunday. But the point is that, you know, she doesn't kill me. Or last time I rolled with her, like last year, she didn't kill me, but she was definitely smashing me. Like, she kept me smashed. So I'm definitely no better than her. And I have not been training jiu-jitsu like I would say at all, because everything that I've been doing for a while now, it's being MMA, and it's mainly wrestling, like wrestling for MMA, and striking for MMA. So yeah, I have not really been doing that much jiu-jitsu. Well, while these girls, they've been doing jiu-jitsu every day. That's a difference. It makes a difference. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of hopes for me. And yeah, Bobby says, you know, it'll be tough, but fuck, it'd be good for you. You know, it's some experience, and I think like it always fires me up whenever I like go up against like some real good people and they beat me up, and I'm like, fuck, this can't happen. I get fired up. So yeah, I hit him up. I'm like, yeah, please, like, let's make it. So he's trying to set me up. I'm very excited. Let's see if it happens. I don't want to get too excited, because there's a chance that I'm too late, because registration ends in 3 days, and I still need to get approved do the registration type thing. So we'll see. So yeah, we're going to Teams right now, and I'm gonna see Bobby and see what he says.
Oh my god, so Bobby is going to look into getting me registered. And yeah, he just said, you know, have fun. You just know that you're fighting a skill up. So whatever, regardless, it's going to be a good experience for you. So let's go. Alright, so going back to the psychology stuff. Trauma bonds are way stronger than healthy bonds. Because you're just waiting for your reward for that one time that they're actually going to give you the hey, good job that you wanted, right? And funny enough, people that are in trauma bonds, like they're the ones that are being abusive, they seem to know just exactly how much you need to stick around. They know that if you push it too far, you're going to leave. And they just give you just enough for you to believe that things will get better. So yeah, that's a very common thing that I see with my clients. Now, another thing, when you've been there for so long, you've put so much time, so many resources, you start thinking or falling into this sunk cost fallacy, which is, I've given so much, I can't leave right now. I'm really tired tonight. The girls were a little painful, so it's always hard when they just want to do whatever they want to do instead of going to sleep. Hard stuff. Did someone pee on you?
Yep.
Yep.
Did you pee on Papa?
Oh shit. Oi. Alright. I'm going to step away because you're being a little handful, and I'm going to get into my cold plunge to feel better about myself. Oof, let's go. Yeah, training with Kayla. This was a fun session. We are both decided that we are going to the IBJJF Worlds, so we decided to train a little bit after and beat the crap out of each other. Woo! Anyways, when you believe that you've put a lot of your time and effort, it's just kind of thing like, I can't walk away now. Like, for example, for me in my old gym, I paid a whole year membership, and 2 months into it, my coach, I don't know, he was going through a lot, that's what I'm gonna say, and he came in moody, and, like, things got a lot worse, like, yelling at me, and, you start having, the other thing is that you start having cognitive dissonance. Like, I believe I'm a strong person that will not take shit from anybody, but then how do you surpass that? How are you that strong person that's not gonna take shit from anybody, and at the same time you're allowing someone to yell at you, to put you down, to name call you? What do you do with that? My kids, just to show you a little bit of my life, man. It's hard sometimes, and this is my dream. My dream is to have my babies. My dream is to have my husband. Like, I always wanted this, always, and it's hard. And then look at my husband, how tired he is. We're exhausted.
They wrote my name on the flyer for the game. They put
But look, he's with his kids doing the Pokemon card thing. He like always saw himself doing that. We're living it. Anyways, like the whole thing about the cognitive dissonance is like, how do you end up justifying people, just making up excuses like, okay, this is elite coaching, this is how it's supposed to be, and then of course, like, I paid that the whole year and he starts treating me like that, then I'm starting to have the cognitive dissonance and like really trying to justify it, and then I'm like, yeah, but I already paid this whole membership, like, I can't walk out now, like, I can't walk out and lose like over $1,000, like, that's just that. But the cost that it was having to my emotional well-being, like, I'd come home crying every day, it was pretty bad. It was not worth it. I'd prefer to spend that money and just feel better about myself. So that was this sunk cost fallacy hitting me hard, and I decided that it was worth it to just spend that. Here's jiu-jitsu is gay. Anyways, here I went against a black belt that I was like, what is this? It actually felt like jiu-jitsu. It was weird. I'm like, oh, this is how jiu-jitsu feels. Yeah, she's really good. Anyways, and then think about this, like, you get used to everything, even if it's negative, you get used to it, so it starts feeling pretty normal, and that sucks. Now, your identity starts to change, because even though you believe yourself you're something, and now you have to like change. Like, I used to be like a judo person, right? And now I'm not a judo person anymore because I'm not with my old coach. Luckily, I found Justin Flores and he's teaching me judo, so I could regain that identity. So that whole thing sucks, and of course, feeling lonely, going against what everyone is telling you, everyone at that gym, it's very lonely. So it's hard. You want Pokemon cards?
I never said that.
We're going to Walmart.
Against our will.
That's the only
I hang out with poor people.
Stop. He jokes about the most stupid things, and he makes like bad things that happen, he just makes them a funny moment. I love him for that. So all I wanted to get to was that I feel like I'm living the life. This is still not the life that I envision, but in the path
I'm there, right? And it's not easy. There's a lot of shit that happens, and there are a lot of little decisions that I've had, little and big, huge decisions for me, very, very hard choices that I've had to make that, you know, gave me a lot of pain, because of everything that I said. So it was 10 things. One, the uncertainty of not knowing what to do, not knowing, you know, making decisions. All that uncertainty sucks. And two, losing something hurts a lot more than whatever you might gain. Like, the brain just values, like, we're loss averse, risk averse, and just negative experiences I just weigh a lot heavier than positive experiences. So in that moment, those decisions become a lot harder. 3, maintaining the status quo requires a lot less effort. Sorry, I just have a hard time with that word. Status quo. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that word, but anyways, you know what I mean. You know, you get used to things, and that's another one of the points, actually, but I don't know why I didn't mix them up. So, you know, adaptation. We're really good at adapting, even if it's like shitty stuff. We adapt to it, so it just becomes like normalized, and you get used to it, and just maintaining becomes easier. So yeah, let's just say I already touched that point. So 5, it would be like the trauma bonds, the intermittent rewards. Whenever you have that, it's a lot harder to change and really get into the mindset of, what is my dream life? Is this my dream life? No, then change it, right? That would be a lot easier. But because you are getting that reward, you think like, oh, maybe I can have that dream life with like this person and this path. But no, that's not so that you stay there hanging. But you kind of, when you're in that moment, I get you, it's like really hard. You really have to like zoom out and say, like, overall, how realistic is this really going to take me to that dream life? Am I really living it or not? And that's kind of how you make that distinction. It's still hard. It's not easy. And because the other point was that 6th point, I think so, that trauma bonds are a lot stronger. It really forms a glue, a trauma bond, than a healthier relationship. 7 was the sunk cost fallacy. You know, you've already put so much time into this relationship, into this path, and sometimes you want to change careers, and you're like, no, but I already did this whole thing. Fuck it. If you don't feel it, if really this is not the life for you, it's not. And sometimes pivoting faster makes you realize faster what is and what isn't. You know, what if I make that mistake? But when you pivot and you realize this was a total mistake, you can pivot back again. The faster you make mistakes, the faster you get to the actual path, and you'll feel it. And the next one is the identity change. How it's threatening to lose an identity. Like, how many times I was long story short, I was studying medicine and I was really good at it, and that felt amazing, being really good at something. And because of political reasons, Mexico shit that was going on, I left, and losing the identity of a doctor hurt a lot, but it did not align with my dream life. So not because doctor didn't, I really want to be a doctor, but living in Mexico and just going through all that stuff, it just didn't, like, it wasn't worth it. So my dream was to come over here to the US, to live in California. I knew it, and that's why I made that choice, and I lost that identity, and that hurts. And the 10th point is going against the herd is very lonely. When everyone tells you to do something and you know that that's not what you want, that this is what you want, and you're pursuing it, it hurts because you don't get the support that you wanted. But at the end, when you do some things, and granted, I'm recording this a few weeks after this whole thing happened, so I also already know some things that you will know in the next videos, but you find people. You are very lonely. You might be very lonely at the first stages, but when you walk the path of your dreams, you will, like, other people that are going through that dream or want that will resonate with you, and they'll want to help you and support you with that dream life. And it feels amazing because it feels like real belonging, like true belonging, not people that are just sticking with you because they just are. right? Or they're just going against you, but they kind of want to be with you. You know, it's so different. So it's lonely at first, but then you'll find it, and it's just so much better. So that's why I just want to share with you. Like, I feel like, you know, living the dream, it's not easy. It's so hard. So much shit, especially the kids. Kids are hard, man. I know, they were so hard. I love them. I wanted them. I wanted to have my kids with an amazing partner. That's all I wanted, you know? And it's like, sometimes I doubt it. Like, I'm a good mom. And I got my husband telling me, you're an amazing mom. So I'm like, thank you. Okay. You know, I try my best. And yeah, that's just life. But see you next week, because I'm gonna have a fight coming up and you'll get to see it. So see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe and tell me your thoughts. I'm here for you. Bye bye.